Hi, PerspectiveWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, February 11th. An active weather pattern continues for much of the eastern half of the nation. We have low pressure riding up along a frontal boundary zone from the southwest to the northeast, causing some more rainfall for the mid-Atlantic region today. It looks like there'll be another system riding up in the same direction from the southwest to the northeast on Wednesday night and Thursday. It could be cold enough at the onset of that next precipitation event for a wintry mix of snow and sleet briefly at the start Wednesday night across upstate Pennsylvania all the way to New York City. But even in those areas, it should change over to a plain rain event for later Wednesday night into the day on Thursday. And then that system will be followed by an impressive cold air shot for Friday and Saturday. It looks like temperatures will be confined to the low to mid 30s on both days, Friday and Saturday, in the immediate I-95 corridor region, and the winds will be quite strong out of the northwest as we end the work week. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface map, and here is that frontal boundary zone right in this region right here, and we have a series of low pressure areas riding up along that frontal boundary zone, all in this direction from southwest to northeast. And on the heels of those systems, we have another one developing over the southwestern U.S. That'll cause some significant snow in places like New Mexico, but mainly a rain event for the Mid-Atlantic region, again from Wednesday night into the day on Thursday. Can be cold enough at the start for a wintry mix in parts of the northern Mid-Atlantic, but primarily a rain event from that next system. So a very active weather pattern continues for the next few days. Well, here's a zoomed in look at the latest radar imagery. There may actually be a little break in the action in parts of the Mid-Atlantic region over the next few hours in terms of the rainfall. Probably still be some drizzle. Patchy fog could form in some areas as well. Another round of showers, though, is already starting to form over the Ohio Valley, heading to the east to northeast. It looks like that'll push back into the I-95 corridor region. So basically a day of occasional rainfall, maybe some drizzle at times, and some patchy fog as well from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. A bit milder than yesterday, but certainly nothing to write home about. Maybe highs near 50 degrees. Yesterday we were generally confined in the 40s. Could be some breaks in the clouds at the end of the day today, and partly to mostly cloudy skies tonight. Maybe a little bit of sun tomorrow morning before that next storm system brings some thickening clouds into the I-95 corridor region later tomorrow going into the evening hours. Well, let's take a look at the operational run of the GFS from 0Z last night. We'll focus in on the low pressure area for today, the next one for Wednesday night and Thursday, and then that cold air outbreak for the end of the work week going into the upcoming weekend. Here we go. Here's low pressure over the Tennessee Valley. Again, a stalled out frontal boundary zone in this area extending from the southwest to the northeast. It's really acting as a focus area for low pressures, and that will continue over the next couple of days. And here's that next system already forming over the southwest U.S., producing some significant snowfall places like New Mexico. Let's move forward here. This low pressure area moves to the north and east. A good chance for occasional rain right into the midday, maybe into the early to mid-afternoon hours. Could be some breaks in the action in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. I mean, breaks in the clouds actually at the end of the day today. Here we are into the evening forecast map, and there's an area of precipitation already kind of expanding down across the Gulf states, as well as significant snow back down the southwestern U.S. And high pressure moves in for a brief period of time. It kind of gives us a break in the action with this ongoing, very active weather pattern. Wednesday, some sunshine possible early in the day, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, but then clouds will thicken up again later in the day. And here already is a very impressive area of moisture down across the south central states. Low pressure moves up to the Tennessee Valley by tomorrow night, and again could be just cold enough at the onset of this next precipitation event for some snow or sleet in upstate Pennsylvania going all the way to the New York City metro region. And look at the path that this storm will take. Again, to the north and west of the I-95 corridor region. That puts the corridor from D.C. to Philly to New York City on the warm side of this particular storm, and as has been a consistent pattern in recent weeks, to the north and west, snowfall across the Great Lakes, and we'll see here going into the upstate New York all the way to interior New England. Again, that's the area that will get hit with some snowfall out of this next system. Primarily a rain event from New York to Philly to D.C. It could be a brief period of snow or sleet in New York City and north and west of there at the onset Wednesday night. Then that passes on by, and by Thursday night the floodgates will open for quite a cold air outbreak into the mid-Atlantic region, into the northeast U.S. Here we are now by late Thursday night going into Friday morning. This tight pressure gradient, again, will have a period of strong winds, probably north to northwest winds, easily gusting up to 30 miles per hour or so on the day Friday. Notice this thickness line right here. This is a 5/16 thickness cutting across into Pennsylvania, drops all the way down into southeastern Pennsylvania. That's a cold air mass coming for Friday. And again, temperatures will struggle to reach the low to mid 30s in the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. It would be even colder if we had some snow cover, but that's not going to be the case. But nonetheless, Friday looks like quite a cold day with some strong northwest winds. And here we are now going into the day on Saturday. The high pressure moving off to northern New England. Still a cold day as we begin the upcoming weekend. Again, temperatures confined to the low to mid 30s for highs in the immediate I-95 corridor region. But as has been the case quite often this winter season, this cold shot will not last all that long. It looks like Friday and Saturday, but then easing up quite a bit on Sunday. Not nearly as cold on Sunday as it will be on Friday and Saturday. So a wet weather pattern for the next few days, and then a cold weather pattern for Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday in the Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. For PerspectiveWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.